Good evening across America tonight from the Triple N Newsroom, July 12, 1993. I'm your host, John Verne. We're coming to you live with some breaking news emerging from a White House press conference just moments ago. President Clinton has issued a mandatory curfew starting tonight in several major cities across the United States. The primary being New York, Miami, and Los Angeles, with several more to follow in the coming days. This comes just 24 hours after reports that the Knox Exclusion Zone had been widened, displacing refugees fleeing the chaos within the boundary even further, and leaving them with even more questions to ask. Following the president's announcement, reports were simultaneously coming in of military convoys moving from local bases and straight into the heart of major cities. What you're seeing on the screen right now is not a still from a movie, but instead a photograph taken from one of our New York correspondents, showing armed National Guardsmen standing in Times Square. An amateur photographer captured this shot of numerous tanks rolling down Miami Beach just under an hour ago. A truly harrowing scene, as it's something Americans are not often used to on our own soil. But it is something the president has deemed necessary to control the outbreak of violence being reported across the country in recent days, and will undoubtedly be reported in the days to come as the situation continues to unfold. Here is what the president had to say in the White House briefing room just moments ago.
As a nation, as a people, we need to acknowledge that it is time to face facts. It is time to settle down and come out with clearer minds. As of right now, we are asking for nothing more than for your responsible actions as an American citizen. But, that being said, as Commander-in-Chief, it is only sensible that I take the fullest responsibility for the perceived lack of communication. It was not, and never will be, our intention to keep you, the American people, in the dark. It is no secret by now that plenty of rumors have been circulating in the local and national media regarding what's been dubbed the Knox event by some folks. And for now, I just have this to say. At this time, we have no clear reason to believe that residents of Knox Country and the people of Kentucky will not recover from this crisis. However, as we see it in its current state, as the picture clears and more information becomes available to us, its likelihood is starting to recede. I and many other established members of my cabinet have been hesitant to discuss specifics, of course, but with reason and only the best intentions in mind. The Knox event is contained, but it's become clear that the panic and confusion it has fermented in the minds of our fellow countrymen have not. We've been adamant on establishing facts as we've encountered them face to face, but unfortunately, public alarm has been unable to provide us the time necessary to do so. What happened in New York yesterday was not only a tragedy, but inexcusable. We're Americans, and in the face of crisis, we need to be better than this always. That is why, effective at 6 p.m. Eastern Time tonight and until further notice, I am issuing a mandatory curfew for the cities of New York, Miami, and Los Angeles. We are closely monitoring reports of unrest in other cities as well, such as Chicago and Houston as of recent. I want the American public to be made aware that this is for your protection. When curfew is in place, please do not leave your home, as you may be endangering your life and the lives of your loved ones. I ask only that our journalistic community continues to report responsibly and does not resort to any misinformative behavior, as they'd risk harming the reputation of not only their administration, but of ours as well. We are examining all potentialities, and until a firm conclusion has been reached by my administration, as well as by members from the Centers for Disease Control, I ask that the American people please be better than this. If not for me, then for your neighbor. But we must be better than this.
That was President Clinton just moments ago issuing a mandatory curfew for New York, Los Angeles, and Miami, effective at 6 p.m. tonight until further notice. In related news, yesterday's grounding of all commercial and international flights in and out of the U.S. has left more than 1 million tourists stranded at airports across the country. Tensions came to a head at JFK International earlier today when a man visiting from Nagpur, India, threatened to kill a pilot and 2 flight attendants if they refused to send him on a flight home. The man was successfully detained by airport security and taken in for questioning, and the 3 staff were left shaken, but otherwise unharmed. In conspiratorial news regarding the Knox event, a popular conspiracy theory has been making the rounds lately that the fast food chain Spiffos may be to blame. The theory gained traction in the media over the last few days, following reports that the company recalled more than 16 million pounds of ground beef due to more than 70 cases of E. coli poisoning in Muldraugh and West Point last week. Spiffo's CEO and chairman Beck Walter denies any connection, calling the claim a pitiful attempt to scare people. In a hopefully more lighthearted turn of events regarding Spiffo, rumors are circulating that the lovable raccoon has recently entered the crosshairs of the popular video game company Vega, and that a video game adaptation may soon fall into your kids' hands. More on that coming up right after this.